What's up guys, my name is Sean, welcome to my tech channel. I am super excited. Today we are checking out a 4K powered PTZ webcam with some AI features. This is the OBSBOT Tiny to Lite or OBSBOT. When the first version came out, people loved it. It's a really high quality webcam that can be used as a secondary camera for any kind of small production or streaming you do that you want to have a second angle for whatever else that you're shooting, and you can do some cool presets and whatnot. I will get to that. People had one complaint, and that was the price. It was over 300 bucks. And for that reason, a lot of people couldn't afford it or didn't want to spend that much money. So what they did, they took that feedback and went ahead, stripped away some of the features that was not commonly being used or an average consumer wouldn't use it, and they came up with the Lite version. Supposedly the same video quality, but it offers a little bit less features at almost half the price. So first we're gonna do a quick unboxing and review the specs, and then we're gonna spend most of the video, do a deep dive into the video and audio quality of this, as well as what the software capabilities are and how you can actually adjust and use this. And finally, we're gonna put it head to head with another 4K webcam, the S800 by Emeet. Let's get right to it. Like I said, this is a powered PTZ camera. That stands for pan, tilt, and zoom. It is 4K. It offers AI tracking with auto zoom. It also offers smart body part tracking. So if you're moving and the camera can simply track you, but it also has different presets modes. So for example, it can preset the PTZ position in different segments. So if you have, for example, two people sitting at a desk and you wanted to switch back and forth between the two, you can preset those and it would nicely do that. It has a 1/2 inch sensor, which gives you very crisp resolution up to 4K at 30 frames per second and 1080p at 60 frames per second. It has dual omnidirectional microphone with adjustable noise cancellation. You can use this to shoot both in vertical and horizontal. It works with Elgato Stream Deck. And finally, it comes with a very strong software that you can use on Windows and Mac to be able to control a ton of different options and features, which we're going to get into and spend most of our time using that platform to trying to check the audio and video quality. But inside the box, as you can see, this is the camera itself. It is super small, as you can see, and very lightweight. I suspect these holes in the front, these are the microphone holes right here. It has a 2-axis gimbal. You have a built-in stand, so if you want to mount this on top of your monitor or laptop screen, you can easily do so. Or if you want to use this as an extra camera in your production or streaming, you can mount this on a tripod using this 1/4 inch thread you have at the bottom. And in the back, this is the USB port that you would plug it in. Owner's manual, and finally an accessory box, which I suspect it is basically your USB cable. USB-C to USB-C cable. And the cable seems to be very long. It's a 5-foot cable. So I connected the camera via a single USB Type-C app, and I downloaded the OBSBOT Center app as well as the new firmware they have available. This is how it will go to sleep. It will just put itself down, and that's kind of its privacy mode. Let's go ahead, turn that on. Here we go. And then we can go to the setting. Right here, I see the Notice Device 1 update. And looks like, by the way, this app can control up to 4 cameras at once. Here we have the Tiny to Lite that is connected. We have the option to update. There you go. So we're going to let this update. So while in the settings, let me walk you through some of the other options you have here. So when you go to the output, this is where you can select the resolution and the frame rate. So 4K 30 frames per second. That's the highest mode you have. Preview mode, landscape or portrait, recording bitrate, low or high, and recording format. I will go with MP4. Little compression is not going to hurt to make the file size not be huge. Global hotkeys, some of your shortcuts, and these are for some of your streaming and your global setting. So let's check out some of the other features we have. AI human tracking, so it's on standard. There you go. So it looks like it tried to keep my face in the center. Close up. So I can add different presets. So 3 presets. So let's say this is preset 1. I'm going to add that. And let's say preset 2. All right. So this is preset 2, preset 1, preset 2. Looks like initially when it moved, I was a little bit overexposed right here, and it took a few seconds to go ahead adjust the exposure and presets for wide, medium, and narrow, and image. So I can have HDR, autofocus, focus on hand, perfect. Autofocus, face, auto exposure, compensation on the face, that's interesting. Anti-flicker, 50 Hertz and 60 Hertz, that's great. Adjusting your white balance, your usual image control, contrast, saturation, and sharpness. And these are some gesture control. You can zoom in. Oop, too much. And then how do I go back? Like this? Nope. Perfect. Move hands to zoom in and out to L shape. Directional flip, audio. What are the audio controls? Microphone status during sleep, noise reduction, gain control, mirroring the image. So this is the beauty mode. So you can blur your background. I'm gonna turn this on and off and look at the camera on the screen right here. So this is off and this is on. Retouch. Make me beautiful. Native. Did it shape my face? Yeah, it makes me look less chubby. I like how there is a man feature, so it doesn't necessarily, it's doing too much to your eyes. That's a lot of option here. So it's interesting how it actually reshapes your face kind of live. If you turn it all the way up, obviously that looks super fake right now. And this is how I look. So that's the basic. Let's look at the face. So you can make your eyes more open, cheekbones, slims your nose, widen your teeth. There's a lot here. Body, slims your body, legs, waist, shoulder, head. What does it do to my head? Oh, it makes my head smaller. So this is a quick video and audio test, so you can see exactly how the video and audio sounds when you are directly using this camera to record or stream. One thing you need to keep in mind when you're streaming or you're on a Zoom call or Teams call, still the quality that the recipient will get on the other side will vary based on so many different factors such as your speed as well as theirs. But at least this video that I'm directly recording using this camera will give you a really good idea what you should expect from the audio and video quality that this camera is capable of. What do you think? And now I went ahead, turned off this light that I have here all the way, and my main dome light here, I turn it down from 50% to 10%. So this is a fairly dim room to the point you can see some of my LED lightings on both sides. Now it's shining and you can see it on my back wall. And now it's time to compare this camera with the S800 by Emeet. That is also another 4K webcam. So we're gonna put it side by side and see what you think. So here's a quick side-by-side video comparison so I can get a good look at the difference in the quality. Here I have three cameras. On the left side, you have your Tiny 2 Lite. In the middle, you have my webcam from the MacBook Pro that I have. And on the right side, you have the Emeet S800. Looks like the MacBook in the middle is trying to overcompensate for the fact that it is somewhat dark and it tries to overexpose and compensate for that. But the wall behind me, this is not great. The wall is black. So that is definitely wrong. And then you can see the noise up here in the middle. This is all trying to overexpose, and that's why you get this noise. Also, I see a little bit too much of softening of my face, so it does not give a pro camera level quality. It definitely looks like it's a webcam. Also on the right side, the Emeet S800 looks like it is over sharpened and over saturated and a little bit higher contrast. That's why you don't get that as soft of an image. And it definitely has that webcam look and feel. And somehow my face looks a little bit yellow if you look. Now on the left side, the Tiny 2 Lite. On the left side, the Tiny 2 Lite, this is probably the most balanced picture I have. Looks like my face is a little bit too red. But the good thing is you can adjust that in the setting. But looking at how dark my wall is in the back, looking at my the sharpness of my beard, it looks fairly natural. It's not overly sharpened. And the color of my shirt, this is also a black shirt, and this is probably closest to the actual color of the shirt. I think the colors are nicely represented. So I figured, why not just shoot the ending of the video directly on the OBSBOT camera? So we went through some of the options and features this thing can offer. And I know when you're looking at 4K webcams, there are not a whole lot of options out there. For example, Logitech has one that people have been raving about until OBSBOT came out. This is a pan, tilt, and zoom. And I don't know of any other PTZ, powered PTZ webcams that offers this level of quality at this price point. Overall, I am very, very pleased with this. I typically try to think very hard to have a nice balance between pros and cons. There was not a whole lot I could find to try to nitpick at this. The price I think is reasonable. The design is very chic and nice. It has a built-in mount if you want to attach it to your laptop, and you can put it on tripod. And the level of flexibility with some of the features that you have is really nice. Some of the AI feature it has, it's really cool for you to try to like zoom in or zoom out. But personally, I don't think I will use any of these features. How do I zoom out? You see, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think I want to, oh, there you go. This is how you zoom out. Yeah, so I personally won't be using some of these AI features as far as zooming and whatnot using the hand gestures, but some of the built-in AI features that would help you with the filtering and tracking, I think that is pretty impressive. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any questions, if I missed anything, drop a comment down below. I do my best to try to cover every single one of your questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.